Hi, happy Friday. It's Meredith. I'm here with our weekend reading. So this is for Friday the 9th, Saturday the 10th, Sunday the 11th of April. We are using the Radiant Wise Tarot, Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot for our message this weekend. And what a shuffle. Okay, so as I've told you before, this deck is how do I phrase that? This deck is really interesting. Others I can shuffle for quite a while, and it takes time for the cards to fall out, to slip out of the deck. This one is like a fountain. The cards just pour out of the deck. So we have our reading, but just as I was putting the cards down, completing the shuffle, another bunch fell out, and I know I have to take those. So we'll take a look at these at the end of this message. All right. Theme of the weekend, the energy atmosphere of the weekend. What do we have? Hey, Nine of Cups. Wow, right? Here it is again. Now, we haven't seen it for a few days, and maybe it was taking a little bit of a vacation, but its energy has been running in the background for us. You know, other cards that support this kind of message. Fulfillment, dreams coming true, wishes fulfilled, right? Those messages have stayed with us. Excuse me, right alongside other cards that are indicating just how deep we're going within our journey. So here's our beautiful Nine of Cups coming along with the Three of Wands. I like that. This is a building card. This is a growing card. And it's the Two of Wands is kind of a prospecting card. We're looking at a whole new world of opportunity in the Two of Wands, and in the Three, we've stepped into it. And look how we've stepped into it with our Nine of Cups. 9 overflowing cups, the Ace of Cups to the power of 9, taking that to a new horizon, a whole new world of opportunity for us off the 2, and we're making something of it in the 3. What are we making? We're creating the Four of Wands. That's what would come next chronologically, and we know that that is one of the happiest cards in tarot. So this is a confirmation to us of how our seed thoughts that we have put out into the universe are coming back to us through divine order and growing, building the kind of foundation where we live our happiest, right? Oh, very nice. Now the Knight of Cups. How beautiful for us. So this is momentum, this is movement. And this is movement forward in heart space. So let's revisit the last couple of readings. And we've had a consistent message of staying within heart space as we make choice in the ways that we move forward. And here's our Knight of Cups, who's all heart, carrying the Ace of Cups, which now makes the 10 of Cups as we are in process for fulfilling more of our Four of Wands type of lifestyle. Oh my gosh, yes, there it is. You can't ask for better confirmation than that. So there's the Four of Wands, and that's where we're headed. So something, gosh, have I told you how much I love tarot? This is evidence of why I love tarot right here. Talk about it, turn it over, really. Wow. Well, I don't really need to say a whole lot more about that, do I? Because this is confirmation of our Four of Wands blossoming here for us in the weekend. Isn't that fantastic? What comes with it? What is the supporting energy to this? Well, there's the Nine of Swords. You know, this feels reminiscent. That's what I hear. This feels like reminiscing. This feels like the moment that each one of us decided to do this, to do what's here in our overall theme cards, to focus on our dreams, goals, wishes, to build something new for ourselves, to take a step, to take action. I'm now thinking of the angel answer cards and how often we've seen the take action, the don't stop, success, it's up to you, right? You can stay here in the Nine of Swords, which is the fretting, the anxiety, what ifs, hows, why, or you can get busy. And I feel that the Nine of Swords here represents the moment each of us chose to get busy to make this our reality. Coming with it. Amazing. Look at that. Two of Wands. So we have the 2, 3, 4 of Wands. Now, just speaking about this card, this truly is the moment we stepped through that portal, that gateway, that opportunity, and decided to open up to a whole new world of happiness. And here's the result. Here's the 4 of Wands. I can only imagine what's in this bunch of cards over here that fell out at the very end. This deck is incredible. All right. Yeah, look at that. So now we have the 10 of coins in the mix. This is what we were after when we took that step through the 2 of Wands. We were into creating a much more harmonized, abundant, grounded, real life experience for ourselves. This is the legacy card in tarot. It's what we have to pass on, to share, to celebrate now. It's a multi-generational card. You see the elder, you see the children, you see the grandchildren. They're all together. It's a happy home. It's a happy family. So this is what came out of the 9 of Swords. This is what got us up on our feet, moving through the 2 of Wands to the 3, to the 4, to create this kind of happiness. So we're living it now and we're paying it forward to ourselves. Coming with is the Hierophant. So how does this connect to what's going on in the energy atmosphere of the weekend, you might ask? And my feeling here is that it's the reminiscence of the 9 of Swords. It's a very pivotal card in the reading because we're going to have the experience of celebrating within self through the weekend. And we're going to likely have some very tender moments as we look back on, reminisce on where we were and how we got where we are. And the Hierophant can play a very pivotal role in that as well, because this is quite a traditional card. It's belief system, it's values, it's one's set of morals, and it can speak to how you were educated, how you learned from your peers and elders as you were coming up in life. And the Hierophant offers us the opportunity to challenge that. And I feel that we have. So it's not just a point of reminiscing with the 9 of Swords and celebrating what's now. While that's very important here, it's also recognizing how what was still has an influence on us now. And there's more opportunity in the now to switch that up, change that up, if we feel that it doesn't serve our journey, Knight of Cups, into 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. So this 2 and 3 of Wands is ongoing. We're never going to stop taking a look at things that serve us or don't serve us. My feeling, though, is when we recognize something that doesn't serve us, we are far more willing and able to address that with grace, ease, unconditional love, and kindness, rather than 3 a.m. anxiety, worry, fret, and fear. So the Hierophant is representative also of how we have been mindful of our own well-being in the journey, and it's less of a 9 of Swords. I'm ready to pitch myself, over the depths of drama. It's much more of a, hey, what's the opportunity here? And coming with this, look, yeah. Oh my gosh, this deck. How does it do it? How does that happen? It's magic, I swear. So there's the Five of Cups, which is one of the oh woe is me. It's pain, loss, and sorrow on the emotional level. Still though, as I look at it, this is the pitch yourself over to the depths of drama card, if there ever was one. It's going completely unstable within the self, not seeing the Two of Cups, which by the way, is represented here, even though we don't have that card yet proper in the reading. Let's see if it happens, right? Since we're talking about it. Anyway, this is the card where we destabilize emotionally. That's the ugly cry right there. And it's an unstable emotional moment. And as I was just saying, we're not necessarily going there anymore. So this card becomes yet another of reminiscing along with the Nine of Swords. So it's the mental level here with the 9, and it's the emotional level with the 5. And so these cards are great bookends to the other 3 cards in the center, because these 3 represent where we really are, as well as our overall theme cards. So we're able to leverage the mental, emotional anguish of prior life experience with appreciation at this point, and we're able to do that with a level of mastery like we've never had before. So we don't linger in these places. We don't destabilize for long. We see it, we acknowledge it, we love it unconditionally, and we keep creating what you see above here. Yeah, here's confirmation of that too. 6 of Wands, that's victory, that's success, homecoming to the self. And along with our 6 of Wands comes the Hanged Man, enlightenment. We go directly we go directly to enlightenment. Don't pass go, don't collect $200, just go to enlightenment. It's the pause in the action here on the Hanged Man that is the blessing in the card, and it's just that pause that keeps us from going over the edge with the 5 of Cups. We self-correct like a master now, and how beautiful, because this is where we're living. We're living in the 9, 10 of Cups, the 4 of Wands. We see the opportunities, we take them, we make something of them, and that's how we continue to journey on. So let's take a look at the cards that fell out. We've got the 2 of Swords. I like that. It's a great card, because that's what happens when you find yourself in the 9 of Swords. You've got to garner your gains. You've got to gather yourself. Get your stuff together and make a choice. That's why we've seen the Lovers card. This is why we pause in the action here. So we really can hear our own inner voice and make a choice through heart space. And as mentioned, that choice isn't always simple. It's very simple to say, follow your heart, though there's usually some sort of something that unravels in the process of doing that. I think the Scots call that a Stromish. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but there's some kind of row that happens, and we've got to work our way through it. There's a destabilization when we have to make choice. And when that choice is maybe unpopular, not favorable to other people around us, that can be really uncomfortable. But it's not about them, it's about our own enlightenment and our own journey. So that's why I say it's not always so simple to follow our heart. And yet, we get on the horse and we charge right through it, don't we? Because there's the Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's all heart right there. The Wands are figuring prominently in the reading. So there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of fire in the energy atmosphere of the weekend. And when that's present, instability can't show up. But our instability is sort of harmonized here with our 4 of Wands, super stable card. I also feel it in the Hanged Man. I feel it in the 9 and the Knight of Cups as well. And then we have the Sun. Happiest card in tarot, both of them showing up in the reading for us. Everything under the sun is blossoming for us. So here's the fire really charging all these wands. So it's even more passionate with the sun present. But the sun also brings brilliant clarity for us. So hang in there. 8 of Cups, because yes, that's it. That's the end card, because this is what we do when we discover ourselves in the 9 of Swords and in the 5 of Cups or in the 5 of Wands, right? We work through it and we move on. The 8 of Cups is a great momentum card, and it indicates that we're moving from good circumstances to even better circumstances. So we're upgrading on the foundation in the brilliant clarity of the sun, and we're choosing happiness. So this 9 and this 5, they may be small blips on our radar this weekend, though those blips on our radar represent pivotal moments in our life experience, in our spiritual journey. It's when we changed course. And the 8 shows how we are continuing to move in the direction of that course of 9 of Cups, 4 of Wands, the sun, because we've enlightened ourselves, Hanged Man, we've educated ourselves, Hierophant, and we're choosing happiness no matter what. Ooh, I almost feel like we don't need angel answers, but I'm going to do them because this is your opportunity to ask a question of the cards. And our first one is, it's up to you. It always has been. And it's the 9 of Swords, the 5 of Cups moment. It's up to you. This is what we chose. We realized there's nobody rescuing us from those moments. It's all in our own hands. I'm also drawn back to the 8 of Cups for a moment here too, because this is a card that connects us to eclipse energy. And this indicates that we may be experiencing a little bit of the last eclipse blessings. So something may be fulfilling. 9 of Cups, whatever dreams, goals, wishes, intentions that could have been set at the last eclipse are now, blossoming in the sunshine at this time. And it's all been up to us. It's all been about how we've chosen. More confirmation, right? We'll take it. Communicate clearly. One of my favorite cards in this deck, because it's not always so much about what you have to say, it's what's there to hear. Whether that is from your intuitive gifts or in conversation with another person, be a great listener when you see this card. Open up your heart, really hear what's being shared with you, and ask questions. Ask if people understand you. Also, assume nothing. Yeah, assume nothing. Always best to have brilliant clarity within communication. Next. I love this. We've seen it often, the You're Ready, and coming with that, perfect timing. That's divine order. All of this is flowing in beautiful divine order, and don't we just love it? Okay, our affirmation from the Super Attractor deck. Someone commented on this deck recently, yesterday, and they just said how this one has kicked the affirmations up a notch, and I agree. So here's the deck. You can see what it looks like. If it's of interest to you, you can go find that just about anywhere. And our affirmation for the weekend is spiritual alignment puts my manifestation into motion. There it is. Loving tarot, loving the oracle cards. That one card summarizing the entire reading. Yes, people. Have a beautiful weekend. Thank you as always for watching. Do hit the thumbs up. It's deeply appreciated. Peace, love, joy, blessings to each and every one of you. Namaste and bye for now.